Habib Nurmagomedov said yesterday in a media day that Dana White says he's got something special in line for Habib after the Justin fight. I'm not sure if that's whether he wins or loses, or only if he wins. I think Habib will win, but don't look past Justin. Regardless, Dana said that there's something special in line for Habib after the Justin fight. And Habib said, don't tell anyone, don't tell me. Ali Abdelaziz, Habib's manager, knows. Obviously, Dana knows. And the first thought that came to me was obviously, in Dana's mind, something special is Conor. Conor in Moscow or something. Moscow with a Conor bout. That's big for Habib, the Moscow thing. But I don't think the Conor thing would be the likely thing, unless it's the Moscow. The other thing you think of is GSP. Now, Ali Abdelaziz came out yesterday on Twitter and he said, let me tell you guys, it's not Conor and it's not GSP. So that rules it out. Well, it almost rules it out. Normally Ali tells the truth, but you never know. He could be just trying to lead you on some other way, and it actually is Conor or GSP, So if it's not Conor or GSP, what could it be? Now, one thing that comes to mind is they did mention Ultimate Fighter with Conor and Habib. And obviously, I didn't think Habib would even agree to that at all. Dana said something. I don't believe what Dana's saying. But I can't imagine Habib and Conor doing a TV show for a few weeks together. This is not going to happen. I don't see this happening. And I don't think they're bothered for that, both of them. Regardless, that's not happening. But since the Ultimate Fight got mentioned, I thought they could do Tony versus Habib. Something special. Finally, we get Tony versus Habib in an Ultimate Fighter. That would be a big one, and I think Habib and Tony would be interested in that. But I'm thinking it might not be that, because Tony is coming off a loss, and the amount of time it's been cancelled, I don't think Dana's going to put that much effort into it. He might, you never know. But that's an option. It could be Ultimate Fighter with Tony. I think that it could be the Conor one, but obviously Ali said it's not Conor and not GSP, so we're going to go with that for now on and say if it's Ultimate Fighter, it's probably Tony. Another option is it could be the entry of the 165-pound division. They could start the 165-pound division, and Habib could be the first person to fight in it. But then who would he fight against? I think he's going to fight against Conor or GSP in it. And Ali's saying no, not them. So it could be someone else. It could be Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal, a star at 165 to start off the belt. Or it could be GSP, but as we said, Ali said no, but it's always keep that in mind. It could be GSP for 165. It could be Masvidal, who's still active and is super. He's not the best fighter, but 165 Masvidal is a good fighter against Habib. That's a good style. It could be someone else at 165. I don't know who they could bring in. Maybe Michael Chandler or Tony Ferguson at 165, or I don't know. It could be anyone. Or it could be a 170 fight. Habib going to get the title. But then again, I don't see him fighting Kamaru Usman for the title, I mean, Usman's obviously stronger and bigger and all that, but I don't think that's going to stop Habib. It's more or less like, I don't think Usman and Habib will fight. I just don't see that happening. Gilbert Burns, also under Ali Abdelaziz, is fighting Usman soon. I think he has a good chance against beating Usman, but we never know. If he does beat Usman, I think Habib has much more chance of getting the belt of Gilbert Burns than he does that. Than Usman, Gilbert Burns is not that much bigger than Habib. I think he's roughly the same size. He used to fight at lightweight. He's lost to Hooker. I think Habib has more chance of beating Gilbert Burns than Usman. But regardless, it could be a 170-pound title fight. I don't think that's the thing either. It could be 170-pound against Masvidal, or another super fight against who else is that Masvidal? Welterweight. Nick Diaz coming back. Nah, it can't be that. They wouldn't do that. What else could it be? I think, honestly, it's 170-pound title fight's an option. Conor and GSP, that was an option, but Ali said no. Ultimate Fighter with Tony, that's an option. And 165-pound introducing the division is an option. Which one's the most likely of those options? I think it's going to be a Moscow bout. I don't know who it is. Whether it's Tony, it could be Tony Ferguson in Moscow. I think the special thing for Habib is a Moscow bout. If it's not GSP and Conor, if Ali's telling the truth and it's not GSP and Conor, I think the most likely thing is a Moscow bout, fighting in Russia. If Habib can pay-per-view headliner in Russia, which normally they wouldn't do because, they want all the money in the USA for the big fights, but they would give him that if it's his last fight, Something special. I think that's special for Habib. Moscow bout, his 30-0 if he beats Justin, and whoever's against Tony or Conor, whoever it is in Moscow, that's a big thing for him. And I think that's number one chance. Second thing it could be is the Ultimate Fighter with someone. But it was meant to be Conor, but it's not Conor. Could be Tony, but I think only if Tony wins his next fight. If Tony wins his next fight, it could be that. It could be the second chance Ultimate Fighter with Tony, yeah? Oh, I forgot the other thing. Of course, Floyd Mayweather, he's talking again about Khabib and McGregor and that. And you got Manny with McGregor and all that. It could be Floyd and Khabib, which I don't think is something special. I don't want to see that personally. I think it's just a waste of Khabib's legacy. He's gonna lose the fight, and Khabib's dad did say we can do 11 rounds of boxing and 5 minutes at the end of MMA. Firstly, Mayweather would never agree to that. Even though he can finish Khabib most likely in 11 rounds, yeah, and just dominate him, it will be a doctor stoppage or TKO. He's not taking that small chance that Khabib gets through and he slams him on his head. He's not taking that chance. But having said that, if they did sign off, Khabib would get destroyed by Mayweather. That's just gonna happen. It could be the Floyd thing, which is not special for Khabib. It could be Manny just to take the mick out of McGregor. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's really low on the list. I think the number one choice of this special thing is Moscow bout, a Russian bout. Second thing, when Dana says something special, it could mean Conor, but Ali said no. I think second thing is going to be Floyd, which I don't think it should be happening. Third thing, Ultimate Fighter with Tony, if Tony wins. Fourth thing, 165-pound division fight against Masvidal, or even 170-pound division against Masvidal or another big star. And the last possible thing, I think, is 170-pound title fight. Because I don't think they're going to let Khabib fight for the title and then retire. Because say he does win. I don't think he beats Usman, but say he does win and retire, they don't want another GSP. And the last thing, of course, right at the bottom of the list, a GSP fight, which Ali said no, and GSP said really recently, I'm old, I don't think I can perform well against these guys at 155, which means it could be 165 against GSP or 170. But again, whatever Ali said, normally he tells the truth, at least on Twitter, and when he says stuff, it normally works out. But, you can't trust Ali. You don't know what he's saying. He could be telling the truth. He normally is, but Conor, Khabib said down at Dana, don't tell anyone. Khabib doesn't know himself. Ali and Dana could be just doing their thing, and it could be Conor or GSP. But I think that's the order.